Outstanding. Well, good afternoon. Thank you. First of all, thank you to the Chamber and the League for putting this on, and the sponsors that make it possible. But if you really want to know what makes this community so special, just look around this room for just a minute. I mean, so we've got a room full of people with entirely different perspectives, completely end to end on the political spectrum in terms of how we see the world, and yet we're all in the same place at the same time talking about the things that make our community great and the things we need to work on, and we're all in it, I believe this, we're all in it because we want to help be part of the solution. That's what makes this community a great place. So for Story County, 2017 was a great year. In our first board meeting a year ago in January, we had two brand new supervisors, or two supervisors who were brand new to the January portion of our meetings, in Loris Olson and Marty Chitty, both of whom are here today. So for a member of the Board of Supervisors, really the first 3 months of the year, January, February, March, is when you really dig in and you get to establish what's going to happen for the next 18 months through budgeting and through priorities that you set. And so there's really no time for a learning curve. We had to come together, and we had to come together quickly, and we did that. We found common ground early in 2017 by focusing on the key issues that we had and what we were going to do about them. We came together to maintain a balanced, responsible budget for Story County with ever-increasing needs and costs. In fact, Story County is now one of only 2 counties in the state of Iowa who has truly balanced our budget in each of the last 5 years. We came together to continue to control spending. In fiscal year 2017, we actually spent $39.2 million. That's down over $3 million from just the year before, and it's down over $5 million from 2011. Ever increasing needs and cost, and we're finding a way to do it through efficiencies. We came together to once again lower our countywide levy rate in 2017. That's 3 of the last 4 years that we've actually lowered our levy rate, and what that translates to in terms of tax dollars is, in 2017, we took $1.2 million less from the residents of Story County than we took in just 2016. We came together to invest in water quality in our public areas. In fact, Story County will become the first county in the state of Iowa to have assessed all of our smaller waterways for water quality and trying to figure out how we're going to make improvements to that vital issue. And as far as parks, the Tedesco Environmental Learning Corridor was just mentioned. Phase 1 is substantially complete. We're going to be beginning Phase 2 shortly, and if you haven't been out there, it is absolutely spectacular. We came together to fully assist our smallest communities, so those communities outside of Ames, Nevada, Huxley, and Story City in Story County that are so vital to the fabric of our community, but sometimes don't get thought of. We made investments in those communities. In fact, 2017, we saw the opening of the Cambridge Community Center. We saw park improvements in Story City. We saw Main Street improvements in Zeering, Slater, Collins, Gilbert, and Rowland. We came together to increase our supportive asset, which is our social services safety net, and unique in Story County, the way the city, the university, and Story County come together as the primary players. We've increased our funding of that over 82% since 2010. We continue a strong commitment there. We came together to enhance our transportation system. In 2017, we paved 3 miles of new roads, took them from gravel to concrete, marking the first time in over 20 years that Story County has undertaken that kind of improvement to its transportation system. And bridges, we like to talk about bridges. We've done more bridges in the last 5 years than Story County was able to do in the 20 years before that, and we've got even more on the schedule for the next 5 years. We came together to assist in development of housing in Story County, and we're committed to that not only in dollars, but in the time that all 3 of us are investing. Marty Chitty will take the lead on that with the Story County Housing Trust Fund Board this year. We came together to enhance workforce development, which has never been more vital. Today, Story County has the lowest unemployment rate in America. That's a double-edged sword. It's time for us to invest more in our workforce development. And in mental health issues, we came together with our regional mental health system, local first responders, our local health care providers, to make sure that Story County is in as good a position as possible when it comes to mental health care. And let's be clear about this. There has never been a time in Story County, Iowa, that you've had more access to mental health services than you have today. And we're going to expand that even further in 2018 with the opening of a new crisis care facility in a partnership between the county and Mary Greeley Medical Center. I got one more thought and then I'll be done. Things are really, really going well in Story County, but it's so much bigger than the Board of Supervisors or any one group that make that happen. Auditor Martin's in the audience today. Her and her staff continue to run outstanding elections here in Story County, and they closely scrutinize every transaction that happens in the county. Treasurer Tweet and Recorder Harridge run the most customer-centered operations I've ever seen in a governmental entity, and the comments from the public back that up. And as far as public safety and our justice system, we are so fortunate to have Jessica Reynolds and Paul Fitzgerald keeping us safe. So there's no finer county attorney than Jessica Reynolds in the state of Iowa, and Paul Fitzgerald has a career-long commitment to having the best trained, best equipped peace officers anywhere. So 2017 was a great year. And personally, I had a blast. We had some challenges. Some of you guys got to read about some of those challenges in the Trib and online, but it's important to note that we never lost sight of the task at hand. And I believe 2018 is going to be even better. Thank you.